Okay, we're going to start making ketchup again. This is a different kind than we made the other day. We're going to can it up. We're starting out with 20 tomatoes. We're going to core them. We washed them, and we're going to core them. Then we're going to put them on the stove and start boiling them. We're going to take these cores after we get done with them and wash them and boil them and make juice. Now, if you want to save your peelings from your tomatoes, you can make dry them out and make tomato powder. I'm slicing these because these are going to be on the stove. We're not using a roasting pan today. Places like that right there, you need to get that off there. They don't need to be in your tomatoes. I had a hair on my hand. Gotta get it off. And I'll be right back. Okay, we got all these tomatoes cut up. And this is what was wrong with them. We don't need that. That's nasty. They went bad. We cut the bad parts out. We're slicing each tomato in 6 pieces. This is our last one for right now. Then we're going to start boiling it on the stove. Just start slicing, is all you have to do. Okay, let me get my hands dried off. Here's our tomato slices. Okay, we got our tomatoes. Let's start putting them in here. They already washed. You will have to cook these down. You could roast these in the oven. I need some bottled water, and I'll be right back. We're just going to add 1 bottle of water to these right now. One bottle of water in that. You want to make these for juice right now, you can. But I'm going to make ketchup, a different kind that I made the other day. For this recipe, you'll need 22 pounds of tomatoes, 4 cups of vinegar, 3 cups of sugar, 5 tablespoons of Cajun salt, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1/2 teaspoon of allspice, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 46-ounce can of tomato paste, and 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Okay, let's put our tomato paste in here. This is low sodium tomato paste. I've already put 2 cans in here. So it makes 4 cans. Tomato paste. 2 in each one. I'm just going to show you how this is, and when I start putting all the stuff in it, then I'll make a video when I get ready to can it up. We got our 4 cups of vinegar. Starting to smell like ketchup. Okay, we got pure cane sugar. 1 cup in this one. 1 cup in this one. 1/2. And 1/2. That makes 3 cups. Pure cane sugar. Now you're going to have to stir this because you can't let it sit there and scorch. Don't go running off and leaving it. Because about every 30 minutes you need to stir it. And every time you put something in it, you need to stir it. Okay, let's put our cane salt in there. One, 2, 2.5, 1/2, 1, 2. That's 5 tablespoons. 2.5 in each one. When this cooks down a little bit, take your emergent blender and blend it up. Then you have to probably use your food processor too, because you want all the skins out of it. Or you can drain it, either one. Grind it up in your food processor. Get all of it real thick. Let this cook down for about an hour. I will add some more to it here in a minute. Okay, we're going to add 1/2 a teaspoon of onion powder. Each one. Half of a tablespoon. Okay, your cayenne pepper is 1/2 teaspoon. There we go. Okay, we'll stir this up. Tomatoes will get real soft. Now, if you want to roast your tomatoes before you do this, go ahead and do that. perfectly fine to roast them in the oven first before you add your seasonings. That's perfectly fine. That ain't going to hurt it. Just makes it better taste. We need our cinnamon next. Okay, we need a half a teaspoon of cinnamon. So we're going to use 1/4 of a teaspoon in each one. 1/4. There we go. Whatever I add to one, I add to both because they're both going in the same pot when I get done with them. Try to let them cook down a little bit, and then I'm going to probably stick these in the roaster in the oven for a little bit and let it all cook together. So right now, I'm just doing this to get it started. Then I got to grind them up. Got to get all the seeds out, all the skins off. And the only way I know how to do that is put it in the food processor and do it that way, or the emergent blender. You wouldn't believe the smell in here right now. God, it smells so good. Okay, we're going to put 1/4 of a teaspoon in here of allspice. 1/4 of a teaspoon in here of allspice. Altogether, it makes a half. Okay, let's put 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. Lord, y'all missing out on the good smell. Lord, it smells so good. I think this smells better than the other time I made it. We'll be back. Okay. Let's put in 1, 2, 3 tomato bouillon. 1, 2, 3, 6 tablespoons of tomato bouillon powder. That's it. We got these turned on medium. You don't need it no higher. I'm going to start straining this out right now. I got a spider. Grabbing the peelings. And after I do all this, I'm going to take it over to the food processor. Process it about 6 or 7 times. And then bring it back and put them in the pots. This is how I'm going to strain mine out today. We've already got almost one of them ketchups already gone that I made the other day. That has been so good. Me and my husband both loves it. I hope this is just as good. We make our own enchilada sauce. We make our own pizza sauce. We make our own skyline chili sauce. We make our wing sauce. We make our barbecue sauce. We make mustard. Our own tomato sauce, tomato juice, apple juice. We make our apple, let me think what that's called, apple butter. We make a lot around here. That way we don't have to buy it from the store. Saves a lot of money, believe me. But may have a little cost when you first, you know, get started because you bought your jars. But the second and third year, ain't no cost because you can use the same jars you just emptied. All you need is new lids. That's it. Because the rings, you can reuse them. As long as they ain't got rust on them. I hope you enjoy these recipes. I know I enjoy making them. Not for just for me, to show everybody how you can make your own. With a little bit of effort. Yeah, it seems like hard work. Yeah, it is hard work, believe me. But it's well worth it when you put that in your mouth and taste it, what you made. Oh, yeah. And this is the way we growed up when we was little, so we know how to can. Okay, let me pour some of this back in there. Don't need all that. That's what we're trying to keep out of here for right now. Let's see if we pour some more in here. Try to get all we can out of here. You can't get it all right now. You just have to keep doing what I'm doing, separating it like this. Take a take a potato smasher and smash your Things like this, get most of the juice out you can. Yes. That's what you need to do. Okay, let me get me another bowl because I got to separate this again and then pour the rest of it back in there. This time we got a strainer in here. So I hope it makes it a little bit easier. Now this is time consuming now. I mean, it ain't no fast trick to this. Unless you steam all your tomatoes first, like 5 minutes, then take all the peels off, it'd be faster that way, but I figure I just do it this way, it's easier. Using one of these spiders is a whole lot easier. Okay, let me try to strain this again. Okay, here we go again. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the process again. This time we're going to mash down as we go. Don't press too hard, you'll break your spider. Oops. Dropped on the burner. Good thing I cleaned the stove off. I wish you all had smell-o-vision. I'm telling you, it smells good in here. Okay, let's see how much juice we got this time. We didn't get much. Okay, I need to take it to the food processor and process it about 5 or 6 times. And I'll be back. Okay, let's get this food processor with some more tomatoes in it. We've already done it once. Then we rinsed it out, and we're going to try it again. Okay, let's dump it out and do it again. Okay, we're only going to put half this time. Okay, let me get the other bowl. Well, it's looking, it's only going to make like 5 or 6 jars. but it'll be alright. I'll wash all that back out. That's what it looks like. I just put my 1/3 cup of cornstarch in it with a little bit of water. And that's what I put in there. In both of these to thicken them up. Now in 20 minutes, we got our jars in the oven. We're going to let them bake on 200 to sanitize them. And then we're going to fill our jars up, put them in the canner, boil them for 10 minutes, and it's done. In case this video cuts off, that's what we're doing. Don't forget, you're going to need a jar lifter and a thing to get your canning lids out with and your rings. Don't forget that. You're going to need something to debubble with. And then you got to have something to wipe your rings with and get a little bit of vinegar. And a little bowl to dip your rag in to wipe around your rings. You also need to put a little bit of vinegar in your water bath. That's to keep your jars from getting smoggy. Okay, I'm going to pour some in my water right now. Okay, I left me some in here to wipe my rings with. We got one of our glass jars out of the oven. Now we're going to try to fill this up. This ketchup should thicken up as it goes. As it gets cold. If your juice is hot, then your stuff's got to be hot too. Y'all want it up to that first line. Okay, let's debubble this. Should thicken up as it goes. Okay, give me a minute. I gotta try to set this stuff somewhere. Okay, let's debubble this. Now let's take our vinegar. Wipe around the ring. Then the sides. Put your ring on. Lid. Then your ring. You only want them hand tight. You don't want to force it. Okay, then you take it and stick it in your canner right now. Your canner's got to be warm too, just like your jars. You don't want no breakage. And you want 2 inches over top of your stuff. Okay, let me see if I can get another one out now. Let's see if I can get this lifter. These little jars are hard to grab a hold of. Yes, they are. Okay. Put this back down there. Hope I can get this without spilling it. Remember, up to your first line. Debubbler. Gotta add a little bit more. Debubble again. Because we added more. Okay, let's wipe the rims and the sides. We don't know jars being opened when we get done canning. Okay, let's put a ring on and our lid on since we debubbled it. That's only hand tight. Okay, now we're going to put it in our water bath. Let's grab us another jar. Close this lid, keep them jars warm. Stir this every time, that way you make sure you get everything in it. I need to start putting my jars closer. Up to the first line. Okay. Let me debubble this. Okay. Around the rim and the sides. Be careful, this stuff is very hot, so if it spills on you, you will know it. Hand tight only. I mean finger tight, not hand tight. You know what I mean. Okay, let me get this oven again. Yeah, now that might settle better. Let's see. It's all in a rhythm when you get started. Okay. Up to that first line. Okay. Let me debubble this and see what we got. We'll have to add a little bit more. Okay, debubble again. Wash our rims and our lid part. Only finger tight. You don't need to jerk it all the way down. It'll be alright. Okay, I'm going to finish these up and then I'll be back with you after we get them canned. We got all 12 jars of our ketchup in there. Now we're going to let this come to a royal boil, and where we can't stir it down, and then it's going to be called a royal boil, and then you let it boil for 10 minutes, and then the ketchup is done. This pan we got back here, we're just boiling it to make tomato paste. That's it. And we're going to can that up, and every time we need tomato paste, we're going to put that in it. And our ketchup is boiling right now, so we'll be done here in a little bit. And it tastes like Hines ketchup. I already tasted of it. Tastes good. Okay, let's get these jars out. Be careful and don't drop none of them, because they are hot. You have to let them sit in that water for 5 minutes before you pull them out. Now, the difference between this and the other jars, the other ones over here, is this got the pulp in it and that don't. There's no pulp in the back one. That's why we're making tomato paste out of it. Or you can make tomato sauce out of it, either one. Whatever you need tomato paste for, you can use it. It's left up to you. But this ketchup tastes like Heinz ketchup to me. So if you like Heinz ketchup, you'll love this. Look like it's thick to me. I hope before I end the video you can hear pop, pop, pop. Don't set your jars on no cold stuff, because it will break them. Leave a towel up under them. And in your canner, don't forget to put something in the bottom, or put a hand towel in the bottom of them. You don't want to let them touch the bottom while you're cooking. See if I can move this a little bit. There we go. One more. Now, after these cools off, I'm going to let them sit there for 48 hours before I move them. Then I'm going to mark on them and mark the date on them. And that's going to be done. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to can this tomato paste up. But I'm not going to make no video because I'm done making a video right now about tomatoes. So I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. This is Tawnia's Home Cooking on YouTube. Hear it? There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's a good sound. Means we done something right. Now, I love that other ketchup we made. That dark ketchup. Oh my God, it's good. I hope this is, after it cools down and sits for about 6 weeks, I hope it tastes just as good as I said it did. I hope you follow the recipe. Thanks for watching. Bye.